Hey guys, welcome to... Oh, sugar. That's not going to end well. No. Alright, I'm not waving. Hey guys, my name's Zinkberg. Welcome to my Minecraft Let's Play series. This is mayhem now. I've created a monster. It's great. This is Aramore. Welcome to Aramore. Here, have a look at how I've done what I've done this week. Okay, let's do it down here where I'm less likely to punch an iron golem. So I've just gone with... I sort of tried to make the city look more appealing. That was the whole thing, and to give it far more villages and things. I wanted to start with a dock, which is what I've done here. I've got an area where you're sort of going to come into when you come into Aramore. It gives it a more focused entry. Even though there are sort of two ways around, I'll go through that in a minute. But just somewhere where you're going to come in and see a certain thing. I've redone all of these. You saw that. I redid these buildings. These villagers just leave their doors open all the time. And yeah, the noise, villager noises are starting to get to me this week. I spend a lot of time in here. So yeah, there are two ways in. I can come in from the right sort of thing, or come over here, or come in straight down here as well. I've gone with that aged copper because I really like the look of that sort of turquoisey blue sort of looking thing and the sandy colour. I've always really liked that colour combination, so I went with that. And a little bit of the orangey brown in the terracotta that I've put around. Gone with moss for most of the grass, just because regular grass looks really ugly in villages, in desert villages. I've still got dirt and things around this area. That's fine. I'm not fussed by that. But here you can see, so we've got this weird thing of a dual biome or a crossover in the biome there, where we go from like a lukewarm ocean on this side over to a desert over the other side there. So this is the colour of grass when I put it all up into the village itself. And I'm really not a fan of that sort of khaki colour. So yeah, gone with the moss, and then that meant I had to sort of use moss for the vines that are coming down off buildings too. I couldn't really use leaves because the leaves all change colour when you put them in a desert biome. These, I think I might change these and put hanging signs above the doors, even though they aren't meant to be shops. They sort of look like shops. We'll go up this way. No, I'll go round where there isn't a golem. Why do you jump down there? If it hurts you, don't jump down there. That's crazy. Okay, so we'll go around this way instead. So this little park here, this needs a little bit more stuff in it, but that's fine. This isn't complete, so we'll get there. The building that's straight ahead here, this was one of the original buildings. It's one of those big sort of town centre sort of buildings. I haven't done anything to this yet other than come in and rob it of everything that I could use. All the chests and there was a brewing station and things like that in there. So yeah, and then sort of just gone with the tall rose bushes, and come over here. I've got a little farmyard here that's sort of a random thing. It gives a couple of different types of food and gives the villagers more things in their inventory and stuff like that. So turnips and, whatever. The sign is still there. I haven't changed anything about the sign. And as you can see, just villagers everywhere. We went with a little bath in the middle of town here where the smelly villagers can wash off after a hard day of standing around talking to each other while I do all the hard work. This building here took a fairly dramatic change with the doors open again up the top. They're only opening it so they can jump out and hurt themselves. It's crazy. I've moved the bell about 12 different times because as they congregate at the end of a day, there were millions of villagers. Well, not millions, but it felt like it. And it was just impossible to do anything. Every time I tried to do anything on the ground or whatever, there are just heaps of villagers around. So this is the other way in, and the terracotta sort of gives you a little bit of a path to follow and things. That building over there I really love. Just wanted something big in the centre of town sort of thing. I'm going to build around it. The carrot farm here. So this is exclusively carrots. That's my main source of food is golden carrots. So it makes sense to have them, and then I can do the villager trades and get some extra emeralds and things like that too. So yeah, that's the basics of around here. Down here, actually those, I meant to move those stoves, but that's okay. The furnaces, I'll get to that. What else have we got going around? Why do they dance on the azaleas? The bees do it too. It's like a default animation for when you're on the top of the azaleas. It's weird. So yeah, back to this building. This building here, it's something to sort of stand out in the middle of town, something that's big and prominent, things like that. I think it looks really good. I like the way that this has all turned out. I'm a big fan of my own work, as I've told you before. These little buildings up down here, I ran out of aged copper and I didn't want to go through it. So I've just put regular copper up there, and at some point in the next 16 million years, that'll change colour. So, yeah. What else have we got? Oh, yeah. So when I'm doing this sort of thing, like taking a regular building and trying to fancy it up a little bit, I find that just adding little details to it works really well. So don't overdo it, but just a little bit of a maybe like the copper piece coming out above the door, or the jungle shutters for the windows and things like that. A little gate above the the piece of copper there that's just, it serves no purpose. It's just there to look good. And I think it does. It finishes off. This building here, it's fine. It's not meant to be anything special, and inside it is just a ton of beds and my Fortune 3 guy just hiding over here. He got missed. I had an uneven amount of enchanters. So inside this here, I've just got some basic storage and things, sort of building materials in here, and then sand and things down there. That's a lot of fun, having all the sand blocks all look exactly the same. That's always good fun. In here we've got trading stuff. In here we've got all our vegetation and things, so food sources and plants and stuff like that. These two here are empty, and then the bottom one there is my chest full of stuff that I have to check before I leave and go back, because a whole lot of that will come with me. There is a makeshift stairwell up here, which then doesn't allow you to get out onto that little balcony. Oh, just made that. This was originally going to be sort of a balcony to overlook the city and things, and then I thought, well, this over here would make a better balcony, so that's why I did this here. And this is just like a place to sit and admire the roses. Why not? Yeah, but it's just, you can see here, these are the farms that I've got going. So there's just a little bit of a tree farm there, then sugarcane there for paper, for the trades, and then bamboo, which I needed for, I can use it for sticks. It's not very efficient, but using it for scaffolding and things. And then just a little basic stairwell down here that then leads into what I have come to know as hell. Villager movement and trapping and things is just a nightmare in this game. I don't know why it's going to be so difficult. I guess it's like herding real people. It's a difficult thing to do. So these guys here, I traded them all the way up. I thought that they gave name tags, but it turns out that I wasted my time. They don't give name tags. They do give emeralds for glass panes, which is easy when you're surrounded by by sand, so I guess that's a good thing. So it's the enchanters that give the name tags, not those guys, so I'll have to sort of do some of them. These guys for the clay balls, which is an easy trade. Also, once I zombify these guys, that'll become a trade of 1 stone for an emerald. And then the Fletchers down here for sticks. Sticks to emeralds is always a good trade, and again, once I zombify them, that'll come down to very low turnover. Not that I need a lot. There's some bows and things, but they're not good ones that it would do in a fuss if things were bad. For trading for these guys, I've got all the regular stuff: the sharpness 5, mending, silk touch, all of those things. Fortune 3, you saw efficiency 5 is all there. The only one I don't have is feather falling. I don't have any feather falling. Have not with all of I think I've dropped down 1200 lecterns to get the enchants that I want here, and I still haven't seen a single feather falling, not even feather falling 2. So yeah. And then out the front here, I went over the top with the entranceway. It looks a bit gaudy, but it's fine. It's just a trading hall. There's another breakdancing golem. Yeah, so that's basically it. And then everyone congregates here at sunset, and there are a million of them, and they're all in the way. And yeah, it's kind of come out good. I'm really pleased with the way this has all turned out. I think it's really pretty. I might fence off that maybe to stop them from jumping down here. Why do they take damage but I don't take fall damage? Oh, anyway, whatever. I might just stick a fence or something on the front of that, or just make it harder for them to get down. Maybe a fence along the top, that'll do. That, as I say, that's about everything, I think. I'll just have a sleep and then, catch you on the other side. That's not your bed, that's my bed. And so that's, as I said, that's everything I've pretty well done this week. I hope you've enjoyed it, guys. There is one thing that I had happen this week. So, and I'd love you guys' opinion on this of where I went wrong. So I had an enchanter. Like I often get it with this method of enchanting rooms and things like that, where I had an enchanter sort of make his way into the into the main building there, and he'd locked on to one of the lecterns that one of the guys had. In fact, there's another guy in here. So there, look, see. So the baby ones get in and then bounce on the beds and then grow up. And then I've got 2 stuck in this. I've got to go around the back and get them out. But yeah, he locked on to the lectern. I didn't trade with him, but I couldn't get him to break the trade. It didn't matter what I did, blocked it off or whatever I did. He was still classing himself as an enchanter, and he was unable to access the lectern. I thought they dropped the trade if you never traded with them, but this guy would not drop his trade. Yeah, that was the one there. That was just locked to that lectern for some reason. So I took him across the water. I thought, well, I'll just go across the water. If I get far enough away, the distance thing will take over and then he'll lose his trade and then I'll bring him back. And I went right across to the land over there. He didn't lose his trade. So then I thought, well, I'll take him over to the tower. He can be the first of the villagers to be in the tower for the iron farm. And he still wouldn't lose his trade. So I couldn't attract him up the stairs and things. I would have needed pistons and things like that to do it. So where did I go wrong, guys? How do you get a trader to drop their trade if you haven't traded with them? Like, is there a way? That guy is still over there somewhere stuck in a cave. I don't know what to do about it. So, yeah, if you can let me know if someone has the smarts, that would be great. I'd love to know. So, I think that's everything. Oh, no, it's not. No, I added a Twitter to my banner on my homepage. So if you guys want to get in touch with me there at all, if you want to sort of ask me any questions or talk to me at all, I'm happy to do that. Feel free to follow me on there. And yeah, we can have a conversation or whatever. Guys, we'll do the thing. Thank you so much for joining me this week. It's been a little bit different, but yeah, I've had a great week just doing this whole city here. And next week we will get stuck into some big tower building. I've got some time next week. I love you all to death. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'll speak to you later. And from the armpit of a golem, bye.